Hello and welcome back to PERISNO 1.4.5. We're in FALCONHEAD right now and I'm attempting to level up my crossbow skill. Yes, indeed. I have attempted to try and find a repeater crossbow, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. So we'll just have to make do with the improved crossbow that I have in my hands right now. And, well, actually it's pretty good because I am able to use it on a mount. And as you can see, I'm actually getting a couple of headshots with it as well. I'm obviously getting very lucky in that regard. I'm not really, very proficient in it, and I'm very rusty myself, My own player skill, which is already at a, pretty low level in regards to dealing with crossbows in general. It's, it's not doing the best. But we have eliminated basically every single archer off the wall, and this now gives me the opportunity to charge up here. Or almost every single archer off the wall. As you can see, there are still a couple remaining, which is very sad. But hopefully I'm going to be able to shoot this guy. There we go, he's out of there. And now we may very well have the ability to penetrate their defenses and actually get inside here and do some damage. Here we go. Alright, yeah, this is not very good. I don't really want to attack these guys if I can help it. No one's chasing me. Okay, fantastic. This is great. Okay, let me just switch to my two-handed now. Switch to my two-handed stance so that I can actually deal damage, because one-handed, yeah, good luck. Two-handed, good luck as well, apparently, because literally I'm able to do 29 damage. Yeah, that's really, really harsh, as you can quite clearly tell. And we're almost, we're actually not even doing very well here either, to be fair, because we just don't have enough penetration. Look at this. We're not able to get a foothold onto the battlements themselves, and look at how much damage I'm dealing right now. It's absolutely abysmal. I think I might have to get a new weapon or something like that. It feels to me like I'm just not doing enough, and it's funny because I'm not too bad at other things, and I'm talking about, Warband mods and things like that, but PERISNO, nah, it just always... It always has these units that have amazing armor and everything, and they do so much damage to you as well. I mean, look at the amount of damage I just took right there. And yeah, I think I might have to retreat once again, which is definitely not what I wanted to do. I really wanted to go in there, but yeah, that's just how it goes. Anyway, we took 14 deaths, but we did eliminate 74 of the enemy, which is actually great. That's really, really good. And on top of that, we do have an absolutely wonderful medic, so very much expecting us to be able to launch an attack just the day after. Shouldn't have to wait too long. That means, look at this, only 161 remaining. We're basically up to full HP, pretty much up to full HP. We do have a couple of people that are still knocked unconscious, which not entirely sure whether we want to wait for them. I think I will wait for them a little bit of time. Just until we get to maybe the afternoon, maybe the morning, maybe something like that, and then we can actually... Oh. Well, that's not particularly good. Hello there, sir. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Okay, maybe it's actually not too bad. Okay, we have 100 against their 271. Oh, dear. Okay, yeah, the battle advantage is -3. Now... Obviously, as you already know, PERISNO is a hard mod, and that's all I'm going to say on that subject. But yes, the fact is, having a negative battle advantage in this situation, not good. Let's just say that. No, not good at all. I'm actually expecting to lose this. I'm very much expecting to lose this, even if my forces are able to eliminate the enemy's cavalry. You can quite clearly tell that that is not happening. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the funny thing. Someone actually mentioned that they told me or something like, you're not very good at this game any further, are you? Or something along those lines. And I thought to myself, okay, well, first of all, the funny thing about that is that PERISNO has insane units, as you can quite clearly tell. Every single unit in this game, with the exception of maybe some archers and things. I mean, these archers are taking quite a bit of damage, but they're still not dying in one hit. And the fact is, I'm doing as best I can. That's it. You know, it's literally the units and their armor and their weapons and everything that is making this into a much more difficult situation than it would otherwise be. It's nothing to do with me. That's the whole point, you know. If I was the best player in the world or the worst player in the world, it wouldn't make any difference because the PERISNO units are amazing. They really are. As you can quite clearly tell, they have just absolutely murdered us so incredibly well. Can I get away from here? Maybe I can convince you to turn your army around. It's highly unlikely. Yeah, this persuasion game is I don't even know what's going on with this, to be honest. Oh, hello. Okay, wait a minute. He actually accepted. That is amazing. Never would have expected that in a million years. Oh, Realm of the Falcon, Realm of the Falcon. Oh, come on. Are you serious, sir? Why did he not come over to me? Okay, wait a minute. Maybe it's going to work. Maybe it's going to work again. Highly doubt it. He says, I have that upper hand here, and oh, never mind. Okay, it actually worked. But look, we've got some people right by the side of us here, and they're not coming in to help us. Oh, there we go. Never mind. All right. Yeah, we actually now have the opportunity to go in against this guy by himself. Fantastic. Oh, wait a minute. Now he's brought friends. But that shouldn't be too bad. I'm actually kind of weirded out by the fact that he even had the opportunity to bring friends at this point. Because from my perspective, I feel like he shouldn't be able to. But that is obviously a unique PERISNO thing, or maybe it's in some other mods as well. But generally, yeah, it is indeed, as I've said before, very difficult. It is very difficult. Sometimes unfairly so, in my opinion. You know, sometimes it just stacks on the difficulty, stacks on the challenge. Obviously, that is very much my own opinion. As I've said before, it is nothing to do with, you know, the overall, factor, you know, like actual factual information, because that's just my thoughts on it. And if you find it easy, then props to you. That's great. That's fantastic. If you find it easy, cool. That is great. You know, that's wonderful. But for me personally, I don't. I don't find it easy at all. Anyway, let me see if I can actually achieve victory here, because I'm about to get murdered once again. Let's hope that I don't actually get murdered here. And we're actually killing some people. Oh, look at that. I actually eliminated someone. Oh, amazing. Oh, I can even mount this, even though this is pretty terrible, as you can see. It's just about to be destroyed in a second, but yeah, well, it's not too bad. I can actually bring out my crossbow as well, as I've said before. I don't even have any horse archery, which is really, really bad. Someone actually also mentioned that I think they gained, what was it? I think it's like, what, 4,500 renown in 150 days worth of playtime. And I thought to myself, whoa, okay, that's actually incredible. That is an amazing feat, because I've never seen that. I've never seen that amount of renown gain in such a short span of time. And you must have either just known exactly where to go and what to do, or you were just really lucky, because for me personally, I'd need to be very lucky to make that happen. It's going to be absolutely impossible for me to get 4,500 renown at the best of times, even if I'm playing the game for 500 days. You know, 150 days. It must have been a huge speed run or something, because literally being able to get that amount of renown, because as I've said, in the previous episode, you need 4,500 renown to be able to qualify for one of the unique spawns to appear on the map, because there's going to be like a messenger, and he comes up to you and says, oh, there's this guy that needs to be slain, and please help us, and all that stuff. And yeah, so as I say, that must have been an absolutely incredible run, and it was either, as I say, really lucky, or you just knew where to go and what to do. And I wish I did, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm going to be... should I take him prisoner? I'm actually not entirely sure whether to take him prisoner or not, to be honest. Because if I do take him prisoner, he's not going to be able to run around and do anything. But if I let him go, he's going to give us more renown, I guess. Well, I'm actually not entirely sure. I'm thinking I'm going to let him go. I'm going to let him go for now. I'm going to let this guy go as well. The main reason why I'm doing this as well is because I just want to get as much honor as possible, because you never know, maybe sometime in the future that might help us out. Ooh, we got some more of these incendiary guys. That's very nice. Okay, I like that. And let's capture all of these guys. There's barely any of them, of course. It's kind of annoying that all of the Elantorans joined the Zan dynasty, because for me personally, I feel like the Zan units are much easier to deal with than the Elantorans, because the Elantorans all have, you know, extremely proficient horse archers and everything, and while the Zan do have horse archers, they're, in my opinion at least, not as effective. So yeah, anyway, if you'd like to take a look at my renown, I have 468, and I believe, where's my character report? How long have I been playing this? That's the question. I don't know how long I've been playing, but I believe I've been playing upwards of 250 days. So that person that literally gained 4,500 renown in such a short span of time, I mean, you think about this. If I'm at 250 days and over, I'm not entirely sure. I think I have 268 or something like that. I think that's what my memory serves me, at least right now, but I could be wrong about that. I might be getting mixed up, but yeah. Anyway, if I'm at that, and I only have 468 renown, then, well, bravo. I mean, really, bravo, because that's absolutely incredible. That is amazing. I am very impressed. So, yeah, there you go. If you're able to do that, then, wow. Anyway, here we go. Let's hire some slaves. We might as well do that, because I just recruited from the Realm of the Falcon town as it is. And then we have even more people to level up. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's get some more Virago heroines here, more Viragos themselves. Let's get some more of these guys as well. And Bakar Champion is always going to be nice. None of my companions leveled up, of course, but that is to be expected. Now all I need to do is head back to FALCONHEAD. But here's the thing. FALCONHEAD is very irritating to take. There's one thing very specifically that's irritating about it. They seem to gain units back really fast in the garrison there. And you can see now the Realm of the Falcon is actually starting to attack. We have 2 spearheads over here as well. I'd actually like to fight them if at all possible, but don't think that's going to be really... I don't know. Is it going to be likely for me to do it? I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Maybe I could attack one of them at the very least. Let me actually see what's going on here. We might be able to. Yeah, actually, you know what? It's only 120. We do have 120 as well, but I'm not very much looking forward to going in here, to be honest, but... Ooh, okay, fine. We'll try it, okay? We'll try it. Let's go for some more Iron Flesh with him, more archery and everything, and all that wonderful stuff. And, yeah, okay, so we will try it. Hopefully they're not going to gang up on me. No, they're not. Okay, that's great. Okay, so we have 109 against 118. I should achieve victory here, but my battle advantage is 0. So it could go either way. So let's see how it goes. I have 109 against their 118. And hopefully, I'm actually going to leave my forces way back there. I actually need to replace my horse. I think my horse is currently lame, because you can quite clearly tell that from how slow we're running right now. And we're just going to try to move our forces over to the right side here a little bit, and then we'll try to get our forces into a relatively good positioning here. Because here's the thing, we're obviously going to get attacked by the Zan from the front, pretty much. So I was actually hoping that maybe what we could do is get some kind of flanking action going on here. Most of the Zan are not going to have shields, or at least I hope so. And then I might be able to get some nice... or not, as the case may be. What a wonderful, wonderful turn of events. Yes, because I'd love to be able to get some crossbow skill, but good luck trying to get crossbow skill right now. That's all I can say. Yeah, hitting a mount. I mean, are you serious? Literally? Okay, my accuracy is not the greatest at the best of times, but literally not being able to hit any one of these guys, but I hit a mount. You know, which doesn't give me any crossbow skill whatsoever. That's absolutely wonderful, isn't it? Anyway, my forces are now running into the river, which is not very good. but we are able to eliminate a couple of others here. Let me, okay, these guys are actually infantry, so it doesn't really matter whether they go into the river too much. These Zan heavy riders are really going to tear apart our camp defenders, let's face it. I mean, literally, the camp defenders are so incredibly low level. Okay, I think we're fine. What? How did we kill so many? You know, I feel like that happens much too often in PERISNO. Either you absolutely destroy the opponent, or you get destroyed. Is it just me? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That's really funny. Oh well, there you go. We were able to achieve victory, surprisingly enough, and I was able to get exactly zero crossbow skill, which of course is exactly on brand for me, isn't it? Oh yes, exactly on brand. And there we have it. Okay, so we're well on our way to getting 500 renown, because that's the renown I actually want to get for the 3rd Legion quest. That's actually the thing that I was hoping that I'd be able to do in this episode. And then we're going to be able to bring, you know, the Venatoran Empire back or something along those lines. I'm actually not entirely sure, but yeah, something like that would be really, really cool. And I now have 480 character renown, so I am, I'm not doing too badly on that, not doing too badly, and maybe, just maybe, we would be even able to eliminate the other spearhead, but we got to bear in mind that this one actually has more units inside it, so we might have some issues with it. And if the Realm of the Falcon is unable to take this, which I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, if they are unable to, because General Yuan is there. And yeah, I was actually trying to kill these spearheads because he's in there, and we kind of want to make sure that these spearheads don't interfere and provide any additional combat strength to the area. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for here. I kind of want to get some more training skill, please. Can my trainer skill activate? I just need it to activate one more time, and then I'm going to be able to level up a couple of people, hopefully into Vixen Riders. I'm not entirely sure if the I think the Femme Fatales go into Vixen Riders, right? I think so. I think they do. So that would be that would actually be kind of perfect, and I can only hope that that is going to happen. I'm kind of just trying to bide my time for the moment until the trainer skill activates, and then we will be able to go in. There we go. There, it's activated. Fantastic. And now we can level up another Virago Heroine, a bunch of these guys, more Femme Fatales, and then these guys level up into Vixen Riders, which is absolutely perfect. And now I'm going to wait until daytime, because I hate fighting in the nighttime in PERISNO. I don't know what it is, but the night times are really dark for me. And we're going to go and attack. There we go. All right, 116 against 140. There is another river. Yes, there is another river in the way here. Once again, I've forgotten to change my horse, which is definitely not a good idea, but it's fine. It's fine. If I can actually utilize my crossbow a little bit here, then that's probably going to be exactly what I'll try to do. But if not, then, well, that's just how it is. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, they're right over there, so we don't even need to deal with the river. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. How many cavalry archers? Ooh, yeah, I got a bunch of cavalry archers. Okay, I'm actually going to tell my cavalry archers to literally just charge in. That is literally all I want them to do. And I will then, when the enemy has scattered, we will then charge in with our cavalry, with our full cavalry. And can I actually hit something with this crossbow? Hilariously enough, as soon as I hit that record button, it just goes out the window, you know? It's really, really funny as well, because I was actually killing quite a few people on the walls when I was attempting to besiege Falconhead. Because I had, I think, 65 or something like that crossbow skill, and now I have 90. So obviously I must have hit some things, right? You know, obviously I must have hit some things. So yeah, it would be really nice if I could get more of that, please. You know, I would very much prefer it over getting, you know, one-handed or two-handed weapon proficiency. But we are killing things, which I suppose is decent enough. I mean, I don't really mind either way, but it would be cool to get some crossbow skills so that I can maybe finally use that repeater crossbow, if I ever find one, of course, and then actually do kind of good with it, you know. Because this is actually a good crossbow. Don't get me wrong. This is actually a good crossbow, but of course it isn't a repeater one, and it would be wonderful if we could get a repeater one. I actually hit a friendly troop right there, because of course I did. It's tradition, isn't it? It's tradition for me to do that. So yeah. Anyway, what a classic. All right, so yeah, that's it. That is done, right? Yeah, that is done. And yeah, these spearheads, as I've said before, I don't feel like the Zand units are too strong, but that could just be because the spearheads themselves don't really have two high tier units. They might have a couple of high tier, but nothing much more than that. As you can see, they actually have a couple of peasants, some militia. The bowmen are obviously regular tier, and the swordsmen the same thing. And then they only have very few high tier units, and the high tier ones they have, for example, the Yumi Masters as well as the Kamikaze Warriors, they're only in very small numbers. So it's a lot easier for us to deal with those guys as it is then in comparison to anything else. So, you know, because obviously if we're going to deal with an actual general from the Zand dynasty, then I'm pretty certain he's going to have some wonderful units. He's going to have some really, really good people, and he's probably going to show us exactly how strong the Zand dynasty can be. Anyway, I'm going to level up my strength once again. I'd actually like to level up my horse archery a little bit more, so let's do that. And let's get some crossbows. There we go. Wonderful. All right, so let's go over to my village, because someone actually mentioned, the same person, I believe, that said that you gained 4,500 renown in 150 days. And apparently there is a fief upgrade that you can get. I don't know whether it's in a village, but it might be in a castle, might be in a town, I don't know. But you said that you can actually do something that gives you 20 renown every single week. And I'm going to assume that that's not in a village, right? I'm going to assume that's not in a village. It's probably in something else, like a town or something, because for me personally, I think that if you're getting renown for having a village, I don't think that's going to happen. So, yeah, it doesn't look like that to me, to be honest, because as you can see, there's the watchtower here. The mill, you know, increases the village's prosperity. This allows you to wait here for some time. I've already built the school here, I believe. Yeah, so we can build the academy as well. There's the guard post as well. And then the messenger post too, which takes 4 days. Yeah, so there isn't anything here that actually provides me with renown, which is unfortunate. So that means I'm going to have to get a castle, or I'll have to get a town to be able to make that work. So I'm actually going to go for the academy here. It's going to take 19 days, but that shouldn't be too bad in my opinion. I don't think that's going to be taking too long. I think that the time will fly by. You know, all of a sudden you'll see, oh, look at the academy, it's been built, you know, what a wonderful thing. Yeah, that kind of thing hopefully will happen. Anyway, are they still, oh, they're actually doing it. Oh, they're actually doing it. Oh, okay, that's hilarious. If they are actually even able to take this, I will applaud. Not literally, but I will be, you know, proverbially cheering in my head, because I never thought they would be able to take this, but I weakened the garrison enough for them to actually just go in and try to take it. So I'm actually pretty happy with that, because I really didn't want to go in here again. All things considered, I really didn't. It is a big chore to go into this particular fief. And there you go. It was actually taken. Fantastic. Good work, friends. Good work. Okay. Yeah, I'm very pleased about that. Now, I don't think they're going to give this to me, let's face it. I don't think they will give it to me. Oh, there is actually a tournament going on here. Don't know whether we really want to do that. Maybe I want to run over to Dwarven territory, see if I can find a repeater crossbow. Let me just sell this real quick. Sell this. Sell this. I want to change my game settings back to the standard inventory screen. In my opinion, it's a little bit easier to use for me. And wait a minute, who's that guy over there? Okay, yeah, no, that's nothing. All right, so we can just sell this guy real fast. And how's my renown doing, by the way? Ah, we're at 487. Okay, so if I win this tournament, amusingly enough, I will then have enough renown to do the 3rd Legion quest, which I would very much like to do. So let's try it out and see what happens, because let's face it, I'm not lucky in these regards. You know, whenever I go in here, it's just it never really works out too well. So I can only hope that maybe I'm just able to eliminate a couple of people here. Someone said that I need to eliminate one person in the first round and one person in the second round and then 2 people from then on thereafter. I seem to recall that there is a specific formula for it. I seem to remember that very vividly, and it was something that I utilized a bunch, because then I would waste much less time, you know, just randomly fighting in tournaments over and over again, and instead I could just eliminate what I needed and then just tab out. And yeah, I seem to remember that there is something like that, but obviously it's been such a long time since I played Warband, I'm obviously going to forget these things over time. Anyway, there we go. We were able to actually achieve victory, surprisingly, even though I did nothing at all. And, oh, Thrak is on the enemy team. Oh dear. Well, that's not really going to work out too well for me, is it? I'm just going to hope that this guy actually goes against the wall here. Oh, this is bad. Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to... Should I just stand here? This is... Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, yeah, I'm basically dead. Not much I can do here. Maybe I can actually do some damage. Maybe I can actually run away from here, maybe? Oh, hello. Okay, here we go. Oh, and then I got attacked from behind. All right, of course I did. Are we eliminated now? Yeah, we're eliminated now. Of course we are. Ah, yes, it's such a wonderful thing, isn't it? Yes, such a wonderful thing. I don't know. Sometimes it just makes me want to quit. It does. It really does. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, that happens. That happens. Anyway, I'm going to go very quickly over to see whether we can get the repeater crossbow, because obviously the repeater crossbow is fun to use, and maybe I'm going to have a nice time with it. Who knows? Let me see here. Yeah, there's a bent heavy crossbow. That's pretty much all there is here, unfortunately. Doesn't seem like there's anything else. And there's the improved crossbow, by the way. That's the one I'm using. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not too bad. Is there a Mystic Merchant here, by the way? I'd actually like to see whether there's a Mystic Merchant, because obviously they do have the ability to give you that kind of stuff, so might be lucky. Who knows, you know? Might be kind of lucky, but anyway, let me go over to Karnoth here. I think I just need to get into one more, just go into one more battle, you know? Just go into one more battle, get the renown that I need, and then we can do the 3rd Legion quest, and that's pretty much all we can do. Who's this guy? He's the mercenary guy for dwarves. Okay, yeah, I understand that. All right. Anyway, let's have a look. Anything? No, I'm seeing a bunch of noble bows and stuff like that, but yeah, Drahara is now influencing the marketplace a little bit more. All right, so we've now run into Zan Dynasty territory, which was formerly, of course, Elantoran territory, and you can see here that we actually have a double spearhead party with General Chinggis here. Not a big fan of this guy, gotta say. Not a big fan of him. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do much against him because, let's face it, he does have his spearheads way too close, and as a result, it's going to be very, very unlikely I'll be able to separate him from them. Would be wonderful if I could make it happen, but don't think that's going to work. So we're going to have to find someone else to potentially pick on for that increased renown, or for the renown that we could potentially get. And we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, anyway, that's probably going to be it for this episode. And well, hopefully by the next episode, I will have the required renown, and then we can hopefully do something. I might actually just fight some of these bandits, some of these Ankar seducers or something like that, instead of just waiting for vassals, because that's probably going to be a little bit easier for us and a little bit more guaranteed. So we don't need to really worry too much about being defeated for minor renown gains, because I'm literally just getting, what is it, 10 renown, 15 renown here and there. And I wonder how many fights you need to get 4,500 in 150 days. You know, how I'm sure someone can do the math, right? Someone can do the math. So it's 4,500 renown in 150 days. How many fights do you need to do per day? Or how much on average do you need to get per day to be able to make that happen? Because that's still mind-blowing to me. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.